The job market's slow recovery is leading U.S. lawmakers now to question immigration policies, especially the number of permanent work visas that are being issued to foreigners. A new poll shows that Americans want the government to reduce those visas, and that's leading to fears that there may be a more restrictive immigration policy that would ultimately affect the economy. Mary MacCarthy has more.
Colorado ranks as one of the top 10 wheat-producing U.S. states. Unlike many other crops, wheat doesn't require much manual labor. But when harvest season arrives, farmers bring in highly skilled workers to run sophisticated machinery, many of them South Africans with experience in wheat farming. U.S. farmers say there simply aren't enough Americans to fill the specialized positions.
There are usually international workers who are interested in coming here and taking that kind of work and then returning, and the harvest is at a different time in their country, and so they can participate in harvest in the United States and then go to their home country and do the same.
For now, the harvesters' visas have special rules that allow them to work on many different farms. But proposed immigration reforms would get rid of those rules and put a cap on farm worker visas. Wheat farmers say the proposed changes would lead to the South Africans and other workers they depend on possibly not getting their visas, leaving the farmers high and dry. We met up with U.S. Congressman Cory Gardner at a major agricultural industry fair in Denver. His district includes 17 major wheat-producing counties, which are already struggling to get enough skilled workers.
Over the past several years, we've seen an influx of Australian wheat harvest crew members coming up, South African wheat harvest crews coming up, and they're finding it difficult to get into the United States under the immigration system.
Here in Colorado, wheat farmers fear there won't be enough visas to go around.
The concerns that I've heard are that there are a certain number of permits that will be given out, and that may favor types of farms that harvest earlier in the season.
Washington lawmakers are expected to vote on immigration reform in the autumn, and Colorado farmers are hoping the issues can be addressed before the coming winter harvest. Mary MacCarthy, CCTV, Denver.
Farmers in South Africa may be losing out because of the new U.S. immigration bill that's being considered right now. It would impact their country's agriculture industry. Here's Guy Henderson.
Fueling up for the spring. But this season, Yandere van Veek will have a little more experience to bear on the family farm. Planting corn, wheat, soybeans on about 1,300 hectares of land. But after 6 months with a commercial outfit in the US that was many times the size, Yandere believes it was learning life skills that mattered most.
No family, no friends there. I think you grow up fast.
But long days working high-tech machinery in a specific role has left Yandere with practical experience too. It's a different sort of farming, says his father Jan, but the techniques he's picked up have been transferable. Using Yandere's knowledge, they plan to roll out new irrigation systems as the weather warms.
Now, about 1,000 South Africans like Yandere make this trip to the US every single year. In fact, only Mexicans make up more of the foreign workforce there in the agricultural sector. They have invaluable skills to offer and they bring some back as well, but despite that, they could soon be cut out.
One version of the US immigration bill allows those with special skills like harvesting to continue travelling. The other would see a blanket cap. Neither would help Yandere.
This application form gives...
William Radloff runs an agency that arranges the visits, sorting the paperwork, placing the right people in the right jobs. He says income can also be a vital boost.
I mean, there are people that we sent over a few years ago that they were on the verge of losing their funds. And by going over to work in America, they were able to rescue it.
Hey! Despite political pressure to provide American jobs to Americans, the US Council of Agriculture and Employers says importing some skills is still necessary. The focus for US lawmakers may be their southern border, but the new law could also put up boundaries elsewhere. Guy Henderson, CCTV in South Africa's Eastern Free State province.